The Free State Black Business Chamber is urging government to look at how initiatives it's championing are failing black-owned businesses. The chamber made the call in reaction to the massive economic losses suffered during the recent violence and looting in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. While the Free State did not experience any protests or violence, entrepreneurs and business owners there have also had to make tough calls due to the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on their ability to trade. Motsamai is CEO of the Free State Black Business Chamber and joins us live from Bloemfontein this lunchtime. Lucky afternoon. Thank you for your time. You don't think that there can be economic stability until we've addressed the issue of inequality. Am I getting you correctly?
Yes, thank you very much, Chambekile, for having us. Yes, indeed, we do think so. We do think that if we can address the inequality...
Joining us by phone this time from Bloemfontein. Lucky, let's try it again. You were talking about inequality being at the core of what we've seen in the last week. How should it be addressed?
We should really address it in two practical ways. Number one, by making sure that we practicalize the policies that are out there to assist with the intervention of black businesses. In particular, you already know that from a policies perspective, the Treasury has always echoed the sentiment from businesses to say that they would be 30% set aside. But in practicality, when you go within the departments, within the municipalities, and you really try to benefit from these 30% set aside, you'd hear the powers that be, the CFOs and so forth, saying that there's not really a mechanism for this thing to be practicalized, and therefore PFNA or MSNA does not really allow for this sort of intervention. So we really need to make sure that from our beautiful policies that are out there to assist small businesses to actually have an equal playing field. These policies are really practical and are implementable.
And when we have the conversations about the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on businesses, we often focus on larger corporations. We focus on people who've got spokespeople in Gauteng, the Western Cape and KZN. I'm wondering if provinces like the Free State, where you are, have not perhaps become the forgotten business people of this hour.
I think we are the missing middle, Tembekile. Number one, as SMEs and SMEs. Number two, as those who are within these smaller provinces like the Free State, Limpopo, for example. Because this is where you would find a whole array of small to medium enterprises really being players within the economy, but you would find big corporates being the ones that are able to take the chunk of any interventions that are made. I'll cite an example, for instance, within the liquor sector. The liquor sector, from an SME perspective, you find that our small taverns, our small bottle stores in the township and so forth really have no reprieve or any assistance from government throughout all the lockdown periods, but they have in fact been the ones that have barred, that have received the most sort of restrictions and were not even able to trade. So these are things that are really worrying us as SMEs in smaller provinces, because we really do not get this assistance that we hear the president often speaking about, and we really ask ourselves, really, when will our turn really come as SMEs in smaller provinces? We can even, for example, also speak on the issues that we have in particular with DFIs. None of the DFIs are actually performing as they should be performing within these provinces. If you can cite or read statistics from the National Empowerment Fund or CFA and any of the national DFIs, you will see that there's a very small chunk of benefit that smaller provinces or SMEs in smaller provinces do get. And we often ask ourselves, really, are we really taking it serious, or are we really part of the redevelopment or the growth of South Africa, or should we really be parking our efforts and concentrate on even going to bigger metropolitans or bigger provinces so that we can be taken seriously as SMEs and SMEs.
Like Motsamai, there's certainly space, I think, for broader conversation about smaller provinces such as the Free State, the Mpumalangas of the country, the Northern Cape and the Northwest, with much more time